You are going to come out of the gates swinging. Like, who's trying to take me out? Nobody. 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 But seriously. Whoever this message is for, you are fighting a battle that you are about to win. And you are going to stay 30 steps ahead. You are protecting yourself like nobody's business because you are seeing the fact that people can turn on a dime is sociopathic. And that's literally what you're dealing with right now. And it's because you're getting ready for a big come up. You are about to tap into spiritual relief that you've been waiting for a while. Certain people want to make you feel like they have a special bond with you, but you guys see through people that you're dealing with, okay? You guys see through people and you have caught them red-handed in certain behaviors that are red flags to you. And these people, because they are sociopathic, they're not the type of people that you're just going to call out because they don't admit anything. Okay, you guys are dealing with not really a narcissist. You guys are dealing with sociopaths. Okay, you guys are dealing with people that uncontrollably play the victim. They are pathological liars. Why you might be going through this as well is because you are really learning how to protect your energy. You are learning how to protect yourself, like in different ways. And so you're going to be shielding yourself more, praying more, rebuking, canceling, and denouncing. You're already very private, but you are about to go even more private, like incognito, MIA, off the grid, 30 steps ahead. Question mark will be you, okay? People are going to be like, oh my gosh, where's collective? Question mark. They're not going to know, okay? They're not going to know where you're at. And people are so salty towards you. There are so many people behind the scenes that are, well, they think they're behind the scenes. You see through this veil. There are so many people that think they're behind the scenes doing certain things, but you have the proof that they are who they are. And they are going through their own financial troubles and they blame everybody else but themselves. It doesn't matter how much proof is there. It doesn't matter how much they are to blame. They blame everybody else. So you guys are really needing to protect your energy right now. You are needing to have your boundaries up sky high. These people are doing some weird things. I mean, weird. Now, on my channel, on my platform, we don't empower the op, but it doesn't mean that you're not dealing with it in droves. Okay, whoever I am speaking to specifically, you guys are dealing with a lot of people doing this. And I mean like 30 to 40 people. I'm not talking about like 5 people. Maybe I should have started with that. Whoever I'm speaking to, you guys have 30 to 40 people that want to see you not doing good. Okay, and males and females, men and women. Okay, all of the above. You guys have a spiritual inheritance coming in. And some of these people can like sniff it on you. This powerful wealth transfer that's coming in. And they're also mad that you're in love or that you have some sort of happiness, that you are creating a special bond with people. This is really irking them right now. This could have been their friends, their community, their peers, their coworkers first. I don't even know. You guys will know what that means. But you are becoming that person on the block. Okay? And you are fighting through a lot of spell work. You are fighting through a lot of people that are triggered. That they're all over your shit. Okay? Like, they are mad because you have backed away from them because you see through them. You have removed yourself from the equation. You see through them. You have dealt with your own trauma. And you guys are currently healing through that trauma. So you are not going to accept anything of the effery type of level. You are not accepting that. And anybody that doesn't like it, oh well. Oh freaking well. They better stay in their lane. They better stay on their side of the street, because it is not about to be good if they try to come pull you up out of what you're doing. I really recommend that you guys continue to cancel, rebuke, denounce. They want any which possible way to tap into your energy, whether it's answering a text message, replying to a swipe up, hearting something, any type of notification or email you need to ignore. That is what you're starting to see, especially if you are on social media. Okay, especially if you're on social media. But I'm getting that some of you are, because either you have a big industry that you're in, or you're on social media. Because there's a lot of people that want to see you doing bad. Okay, they are studying you like a lunatic. You guys are dealing with a sociopathic lunatic. And I'm not talking about a couple. I'm not talking about many. I'm talking about several. Like several. A few dozen. There are some signs and synchronicities that you have seen. I don't know. Let's bless this message. Anything not of the light or the divine plan is no longer welcome here and must leave immediately. Calling upon my angels, my ancestors, only of the highest white light, and Archangel Michael as I calibrate to the energy of the collective. No weapons formed against me shall prosper. Amen. Okay, Holy Spirit, I ask that you enhance my gifts at this time. Thank you. Amen. Again. These people don't understand what you're going through because you wear it well. Okay, they don't get it, they don't know, and they better just move, because you are going to come out with the quickness on your rebuking, your canceling, your denouncing. You guys could have been dealing with issues in the career, issues with money, issues with love, issues with a vehicle. And now that you are fixing each thing, putting out each fire, one by one, these people are so mad. Like, I don't know if they know what's going on. No, they don't know what's going on. Okay, they don't know what's going on with you, but you are behind the scenes putting out all of these fires. And these people want to tap into your energy. They are very repetitive, annoying. You guys are going to be brutally honest with people in the next 30 days. Okay, whoever I'm speaking to, you are going to be telling everybody what it is at face value. Anybody that has been sus, anybody that makes you feel like you have to watch your back, you're going to be telling them how it is. And you're either going to be doing that by actually telling them what time it is, or by removing them completely from the equation. I love that for you guys. Okay, so affirm it below. I am removing anything toxic from the equation. I am releasing anything toxic from the equation. I am calling back my power now. I am rebuking, canceling, denouncing any witchcraft, any black magic, any voodoo in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Okay? Or you guys can do return to sender. Whatever you guys like doing. Someone here is getting pregnant. Okay? I'm getting that specifically. Somebody here is getting pregnant, and you guys could be worried about unpaid bills, and you are literally putting out fires one by one. And as you guys are dealing with that, you're getting the bills paid. You're getting the debt paid. You are releasing worries and fears about your career. You're done worrying about the car. Like, you just had a lot going on. As that's happening, this is what's working for you in the ethers, okay? You guys are going to be hitting one of the biggest milestones of your life. And you don't feel like you're going to. And that's why it's coming with the quickness. Affirm it below. My spiritual inheritance is here. I claim this message. I am divinely protected. So I always tell myself, I am a protected child of God. Don't start none, won't be none. And these people are so sprung on you. Like, why are your haters acting like they like you? Acting like they're cool? It's just ridiculous. Like, you see through it. You see through the gaslighting. You see through the love bombing. They're not fooling anybody. And they're just so gimme. They're very, like, they're not acquainted with manners. Okay? They're not acquainted with etiquette. They're not, they're very rude. They're very attention seeking. They're very thirsty. They're very toxic. So you guys might be a healer, a star messenger, a tarot reader. And because of that, you guys deal with a lot. And it could be some of your followers, your clients, your customers, your patrons, your subscribers that are acting this way. And you guys are like this big mother bear, papa bear, protecting your energy. And you guys got that on lock. I know it might not feel like that, but the louder you get with your prayer, the louder you get with your affirmations, the more you're going to see it coming into play. Because somebody wants you up in an entanglement, and then these people want to play the victim by you. You are not dealing with trauma bonds. You are not dealing with toxic anything. You are not dealing with karmic anything. You see so much, so clearly right now, more than you ever have, and you are going to be on cloud 9. Somebody here is getting pregnant. They're going viral. They have a spiritual inheritance. It's like you're getting knocked up by the universe, like, because all this good stuff is coming in. And it don't even feel like that right now. Because you're just minding your business, putting out all the fires, continue to protect yourself. Some of you guys might want to light a prayer candle. And I'm seeing that if you guys are in a divine union, some people are trying to attack your divine union. If you guys are, in a twin flame, whatever you guys like to call it, your relationship, your family, your money, your car, all those things are being attacked because people are trying to break you guys up. These people are miserable, okay? They are beyond miserable because they don't have options. They feel like they don't have options. And instead of going and healing themselves and worrying about themselves, bestie, they want to blame everybody else for their shortcomings. They don't take accountability. They, I don't know. They're the type of people that when things are going on, they're just very phony, baloney. Like, oh, I'm so sorry you're going through that. Oh, or they just completely ignore it. They're like 5-faced. They're not even 2-faced. They got like 5 faces, and you can read them all to filth. Okay. Whoever I'm speaking to, they got like 5 faces, and you will read them all to filth. You have seen this storyline before. Let me pick these up because we need to know all the tea. Okay? Let's see. Oh, I didn't even realize there was another one underneath. Perfect moments. Enjoy these perfect moments. There is something that is going to bring you so much ick. You are really going to have to push through it. I mean, really have to push through it. And as you're doing that, I mean, you guys could be in a position where you're fasting, you're praying, and you can't get up off of the freaking floor. That is how hard you are being attacked. And you are going to come out of the gates swinging. Like, who's trying to take me out? Nobody. 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 But seriously, you guys got people all over your ish trying to ruin things that you're trying to do for your family, trying to ruin things that you're doing for your livelihood, for your business for, whatever you're doing things for, and you're not going to put up with it. You are starting to realize, bestie, that you have a higher commitment to yourself. You have a higher commitment to healing your family, your loved ones, and though you might really like other things that you do, other passions, your purpose, you're starting to see that you have to do things a certain way because you're not going to put whatever on a pedestal. You're kind of like backing away from certain things to realize that the perfect moments in your life are different than you thought. Okay? We have Jar of Dreams. And I'm going to read to you guys what this card means because I've really been wondering what it means. So we'll read that in a second. But you guys are starting to realize that the perfect moments are in the mundane. The perfect moments are in other things, not what you've been striving and driving towards. So with that, you're just like in chill mode. And as you're in chill mode and you are pulling back your energy, everyone's like sprung on your ass. Okay? I literally got sprung. Okay? And all over the... People are... There are a lot of people with not good intentions that they just want a moment of your time so badly. And you guys are going to be coming out with this fighting spirit. People are not expecting this because you're either really nice or this is the fighting spirit that you're going to have behind the scenes. Okay? Because it's like you're not wanting the op to see that you see through them in certain cases if you're dealing with a sociopath. Crazy pants. Okay? And these people have been studying you for a long time, but the more their life is becoming derailed, the more they're reaching for you. And now that your special moments are changing, you're just like, I want to be in my own energy, like no matter what. So I want to see what Jar of Dreams means for you guys. Okay, Jar of Dreams. Have you ever felt like you were holding all of your ideas in a jar but never allowing them to escape and see where they end up? In a world that can be so critical of new ideas and dreaming big, it can seem like the odds are stacked against you and your little jar of dreams. As soon as you lift the lid, they will dissipate in a second. Sometimes keeping your magic and ideas to yourself can seem like the safest thing to do. So you guys are learning how to protect your intellectual property. Okay? You guys are trying to find the balance between letting out your dreams, having certain boundaries, trying to find the difference between letting out your dreams, starting to make the first steps towards them, and not keeping them just in the dream state or in a manifestation book or in your affirmation book or journal. You are starting to see that whatever dreams that you have, yes, you should protect them, keep them as your intellectual property, but what is for you cannot miss you. There are people that want into your jar of dreams. They want to know, what are you manifesting? What are you manifesting so they can attack it? Okay? If they know what you aspire to be, if they know that if you're trying to create a family, if you are trying to get your car fixed, like whatever your dreams in this jar are, they want to know what those are so you can attack them, or so they can attack it. But at the same time, you're not going to let them, first of all, because you are tapping into the power that is yours. You're like, I can still do things, but I'm going to have my boundaries up. I'm still going to work on my dreams. These people are not stopping the dream machine. Are they freaking batshit crazy? Like, let's be so for real. Like, but they really be thinking that, you guys. They really be thinking that. You guys are getting your fighting spirit back. And this time, instead of being the spiritual knockout in these people's faces, you are going to be the spiritual knockout behind the scenes. And I love this for you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna say that again. You guys are going to be the spiritual knockout behind the scenes with your thoughts, your affirmations, getting more rest, prayer, fasting, carrying out your vision, embracing the perfect moments, continuously putting out these fires, knowing that you got it. Your fighting spirit, instead of being in front of the veil, it's going to be behind the veil. And riddle me what? They're not going to know what you're doing or where you're at. So what I'm getting is it's kind of like how some of your biggest enemies don't know what you're up to. These people are not going to know what you're up to because you are not going to give them enough for them to know. And even when they do get, a hint, that moment will have already passed because you are what? You are 30 steps ahead. So by the time they find out about something that is being launched, it's already been launched. You feel me? Because they want to prey on your downfall. And these people, they really underestimated you. They think that they can mistake your kindness for weakness. And they're very envious of your journey instead of being worried about their own. These people focus on all of the wrong things. Like things that are not really important. I don't know. They focus on being the victim instead of making sacrifices, trying to heal, trying to do things that make them uncomfortable. They would rather make you feel uncomfortable. Yeah, it's not going to work. Okay, it's not going to work. You guys are on your journey to your spiritual inheritance. Devil energy is going to try to stop you over and over and over again. Okay. There is always a way. There is always a way. I want to see what this means. There is always a way. You guys are seeing that you have endless possibilities. And defeat is only an option if you make it one. You are not accepting defeat. You are not accepting defeat. Okay? You could be feeling like absolute crap and you are about to pull it up out of the mud. Okay? Affirm it below. I'm kind of a big deal. I'm always pulling it up out of the mud. I am rising from the ashes. Hello? Feeling like your back is against the wall is stressful and limits your ability to problem solve. Try this instead. The next time you feel like there's no way out and your back is pressed up against the cold, hard wall, imagine the part of the wall in contact with your body becoming soft and light, almost like cotton candy. Okay, so this is what you're going to start doing. Telling yourself, I am light. I am the pressure, okay? You guys were born in pressure. So when you feel like your back up is against this wall, it's cold, and you're pressed, okay? Just tell yourself, nah, that wall is cotton candy. You feel me? What else? No matter how trapped you feel, your thoughts are only as restricted as you make them. Free your mind from feeling like ahead lies nothing but a dead-end street. Embrace the mindset of always being able to access accomplishment, joy, and happiness. I love that for you guys. I can always access happiness, success, and accomplishment. Okay, let me pull one more from this deck before... I feel like you guys are going to be leaving your enemies upside down and shook. Like it's up and it's stuck. I feel like there's a lot of planets in retrograde, you guys are getting very in tune with your body. And you're really going to be nourishing it right now. Whether it's water, fruits, herbs, medicines, there are certain things where you're like, I'm listening to my body and I need to work on my body. There are perfect moments, like your perfect moments have been shifted. They have been realigned, reprioritized. What used to be important to you yesterday or last week, those things are no longer as important to you. They have moved down the list. Okay? So I'm seeing you guys really get in tune with your body because of some trauma that you guys recently went through. Some trauma that you recently had to relive. You're like, oh, no, 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 no. We have to fix this from the inside out. So affirm it below. I am fixing things from the inside out. You guys have so many dreams coming true just this year. Maybe you guys were feeling really lucky at the beginning of the year, and then it just started going downhill, and you're like, when did we get to the toilet? When did all of this happen? So what you're doing is releasing your grasp, like releasing what you're clutching or clinging on to. And with that is you guys seeing like what's really important. Like, oh, it's really important that I take care of myself. There are certain things that I want to manifest, but if I'm not taking care of myself, how can I truly even have those things? Do you know what I mean? How can I truly even have those things if I don't take care of myself? And you guys have the fighting spirit, so it is more important than ever that you are taking care of yourself from the inside out. Because you really want to be high vibrational. You guys are born leaders, and you are realizing there is always a way. You guys have been doing a lot of shadow work and inner child healing, and it's been daily. Okay, I've never seen you guys do this much, or what I have channeled, that it's daily, or this can, how do I say this? I've never seen it this much day after day after day after day after day. It's probably because there's all these planets in retrograde that you guys are really looking at things beneath the surface and what you need to fix. Yeah, find the lesson. You are discovering the purpose in a situation. You are trusting that you are learning. You are learning to keep your wits about you, your head on straight. You are learning to keep your temper under control. You are not allowing anger to rule you. And yeah, you guys could be recovering hotheads in recovery. There's so much that you're trying to fix, and you're like, you know what? I just got to take it one day at a time. Whether it's telling yourself you're not going to work as much, or that you're going to work more. Whether it's telling yourself you're going to take care of your body, take care of your family, not allowing anger to rule you. Like, you are really getting on top of things that just don't serve you. And I have never seen it this much day after day after day after day. So you guys are on a journey of redefining your true inspiration. Redefining where your confidence really stems from. And it has a lot to do with what's going on with you inside and outside. And you're just learning how to balance the two. There's a lot of animals and insects that are attracted to you at this time. Snow White and her animal friends. You inspire trust and confidence. So just because there's a lot of crazies running around, a lot of, sociopaths, whatever, don't let that ruin all of the other people that like really rely on you. Don't let that ruin the people that do really look up to you, that see you as a born leader. Like, don't let that ruin that. But that is what your enemies want. Okay? You inspire trust and confidence. So even though there's this small group of people that don't like you, there are way more that really F with you, that want to see you reach for the stars. So right now you're learning how to trust yourself. You're learning how to trust your discernment. You're learning how to move onward and upwards when the odds are really stacked against you and you don't feel the greatest. Okay? You're also learning how to enjoy time alone, because you rather be alone than in the company of, anybody that you're uncertain about or that gives you anxiety. You are choosing who you will become. So from that below, I am choosing who I will become. Somebody is really trying to get you to blow a gasket. Somebody is really trying to get your nostrils flared. They're trying to really get you to come up off of your throne, so to speak. And you guys are trying not to rush certain friendships. You're learning how to appreciate people that are supportive and kind to you. You're really learning how to embrace this right now after a period of being alone or in hermit mode. But at the same time, you are surrounding yourself with positive and uplifting friends while protecting your energy, while keeping it a buck with others by removing your energy, calling back your energy, or cutting them off. Okay, so affirm it below. My cutoff game is strong. I keep it a buck. I keep it 1,000. I stand on business. I stand on business. Yeah, I'm seeing you guys form new alliances. Okay, so you guys are going to have 2 to 4 new friends. That those bonds, those relationships are getting stronger. And you guys also feel like nature is communicating with you right now through the wind, through just things that are going on. You feel like you can hear Mother Earth. And I love that for you guys. Because I'm just seeing you guys get really in tune with your body and with the signs and synchronicities that you're seeing. Belong to your own dream. Create your own life. So as you guys are dealing with some of these crazies that are trying to project onto you what your dream should look like, what your lane should look like, what you teach should look like, you're like, I don't care about their opinion. I'm going to belong to my own dream. I'm just going to worry about that. Riddle me what? Complete commitment. You are going to completely immerse yourself in what you want. In what you want. Forget all of your other obligations. It doesn't even matter. And this is really going to throw people for a loop. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, they disappeared. Where did they go? I don't understand. People thought that they were figuring out how to be with you step by step. And now you are simply unpredictable. Who in the world are you? Getting to know the new you, okay? You guys are realizing you have no need to fear, even though you don't feel the greatest right now. You are persevering, you are pushing through that, and you are remembering how powerful you are. You're like, okay, I've been here before, been attacked before, been gossiped about, name been smeared, all this, that, and the third. But this is not my first rodeo. So I need to buck up and do what I do. You are getting to know this new version of you that is a fighting spirit behind the scenes, where you don't have to prove to everybody that you're, telling whoever off, cutting whoever off. You're just doing it. You are maneuvering differently. By the way that you are leading those that are positive and uplifting friends for you to be around, they see that you are a born leader and they enjoy you showing them how it's done. This is a big way on how you help other people, is by doing what you do and leading by example. And then people are shook. They're like, oh my gosh, yeah, that's how you do it. Quietly, silently, or telling somebody so your throat chakra is not blocked and you're not bottling up all these emotions. You are rediscovering your individuality. Ooh, I love this. You are rediscovering your individuality, and you are becoming the dragon. You guys know how much I love dragons. You feel me? And yeah, you are done covering up other people's errors. Okay? There are some mistakes that you made in choosing people in the past, maybe this past year. And what you're going to be realizing is, okay, there were certain things that, yes, it was an upgrade at the time, but that was a stepping stone that needed to be in my life for only a season. Okay, a season, a reason, but it's over. Some of those things were not meant to be absolutely positively permanent. And you're starting to see that, okay, I have a mighty shield, but some of these people are definitely testing it and penetrating it. So I need to see who I have already elevated past or outgrown and who I need to now move away from. Because you guys are always elevating and healing and, yeah, elevating and healing. You guys outgrow people quickly. This is something you're becoming more aware of. That you outgrow people quickly. It could happen in 6 months. It could happen in a year. And then you realize like, oh, well, I liked them, but there were certain things that you cannot cover up anymore. Certain errors. And you're just not putting these people up on a pedestal anymore. You're really learning from putting people too high up here. Them being, full of themselves. Borderline sociopath, not ever caring about your feelings. You putting all of their feelings before yours. You're not going to be doing that anymore. You're going to be moving past people a lot quicker. Not because you wish them ill or anything like that, but because it's just time and they're not at where you're at. They could have been at one moment in time in lockstep, but it's not the case anymore. And you guys are seeing that so much faster. And you're just not going to paint the roses red. You're like, okay, I've outgrown them. It was good at the moment for me to be in this environment or in this friendship or in this connection, but it doesn't suit me anymore. I'm not going to cover up their errors. You are the dragon. You are breathing life and fire. Anytime these people in your life are putting a dent in your shield, and it's kind of like that saying, fool me once, shame on me. Or, you know what the saying. I can't even say it, but you guys know what I mean. Okay? They've put a dent in your shield 1 or 2 times. At least twice. And the twice is where they got you. When they put the second dent in, you're like, okay. Now, if I come and let you put in a third dent, and just because you said sorry and da-da-da-da-da-da, no, it's not going to work. You don't have time for that. Not where you're going. You don't have time for that. So the first dent was an accident. Honest mistake. We're getting to know each other, okay? But the second dent, you know better. You know how to communicate with me. You know. And some of these people that you're getting rid of, they like to do what they want and ask for forgiveness later. And they are not going to play on your timeline. You are not going to let anybody play with your integrity like that. No. And the reason why you're not going to do that is because there is so much that you've had to overcome. Cringe mountain. There are all of these things that you have had to overcome. You've gone through a lot. There's a lot of time, healing, money, all types of things that you've invested. You are not letting anyone play with your integrity. The integrity of anything in your life, the integrity of your family, the integrity of your money, the integrity of your finances, the integrity of none of it. None of it. Because you're thinking, no. I've invested 2 years, 4 years, 6 years, 10 years, however long. That second dent in the shield, you're like, no. You think that I worked all this time to let you come up in here, put a third dent in, and then say, oh, I didn't know, I'm sorry. No. Get the F out of here with that. You got me the second time. Now we're done. And these people, they really don't think, okay, first of all, they don't really know you like that because they haven't been on that side of you yet. They think that they're on the good side where they can mistake your kindness for weakness, and they have underestimated you. So they think that all the people over here that you've recently cut off, oh, I'm never going to be in that lane. And that's exactly where you're going to put them if they have tried your shield. Affirm it below. I have a mighty shield. I am reconsidering my alliances. I am making new connections. I am rediscovering my individuality. I inspire trust and confidence. I am a leader and I show others how it's done. Okay, I am a leader and I show others how it's done. Okay, or you don't even have to say that if you don't want to toot your own horn, but I will toot it for you. Toot, toot. There are so many people that weaved a web and they saw you as this golden ticket. They wanted to be the caboose. They wanted to ride your coattails. They thought like, oh, if I can fake it till I make it. It's like when you met these people, you were in lockstep and you needed their assistance, their support, or their help. Then they saw what a big deal you were. They saw how resourceful and healing you were to be around. People are activated by you. And this is why you guys get drained easily and you have to protect your energy. But just because, again, you were in lockstep for a month or two or a week or two does not mean that they will not be over on this side of the street where all the other people that you have blocked and gotten rid of. Okay? You are not going to be in their web of whatever because now you see certain people want to be your friend for the clout, or they want to be your friend for some type of benefit. You're looking at who is benefacting. I don't think that's how you say it. You were seeing who were the benefactors of what you're doing. I think I said that right. I don't know, but you guys know what I mean, okay? You are seeing who is benefiting off of what I'm doing. And doing whatever they want where I have to kind of watch my back. I can't just leave them to their own devices because they go above and beyond and then they take shortcuts. They go above and beyond to take advantage and then they took shortcuts on things that I needed support with. So these people are going to be falling and you are healing knowing I am not a victim. Okay, because you could easily feel valid in that after what some of these people put you through. You have a mighty shield. You are no longer the victim. You don't like this narrative for yourself. You guys are healing a lot of trauma. And you're not falling for anybody's old whatever anymore. You're just not. You want true confidence. And you're realizing that maybe you didn't really know what that was. Maybe you thought like, oh, I have true confidence. Or maybe you thought you knew how to define it. And now it's being redefined in your life. How you really want to have true confidence from the inside out. And you want to teach others to do the same. You inspire so much of that. So much of when you are authentic, you inspire in others. Okay, you guys inspire others to do the same. So some of these people are not doing a good job of, they're not doing a good job of being an actual support system, and you guys just see the writing on the wall. You're very intuitive. Okay, so you guys are creating a lot of healthy boundaries and you're sticking to these. Because there are some people in these retrogrades that you wanted to go back to. Okay, you guys have been through so much this year that you thought about going back to certain people. Like an ex-best friend, an ex-lover, an ex-coworker. They're just like exes. Like things were getting so bad. You thought, I might go back to that karmic. I just might. Okay? And I'm hearing like, is you crazy? Bitch, I might be. Okay, bitch, I might be. Remember that the best case scenario is playing out because you have a fighting spirit. Everything is always working out for me. Best case scenario. I haven't said this in a long time, but that's the best way to say that line. Everything is always working out for me. Best case scenario. So when you guys are going through it, and you're like, oh my gosh, it just can't get any worse. This is so bad. What was I thinking? And I mean, things are falling apart and you're hanging on by a thread. Okay? In those moments when you're hanging on by a thread and you are beside yourself, I want you to scream out to the universe, everything always works out for me. Best case scenario. Duh. Just know that. And repeat it. Because the more you repeat it, the more the universe is going to vibrate back to you. Okay, duh. Everything always works out for them. Best case scenario. When we're yelling out to the universe, this always happens to me. It's always bullshit. We know when we're having our own little pity party, we are echoing that out into the universe. Law of attraction. What is it going to mirror back to us? What is it going to echo back to us? An absolute-ish show. You already know. That's why I tell you guys, when we are questioning ourselves, which we naturally do, why is this falling apart? Why does this always go wrong? Why does this always happen to me? You are closing out certain cycles. They will be on repeat, until you are ready to close out that cycle and walk away from it. Whether it's shitty parents, crappy bosses, whoever. When you are ready to close out that cycle, it'll be done repeating. What do we call it? The hamster wheel of dog-ish. Okay? And what you're going to start doing is questioning yourself, but in a more positive way, because your subconscious is a proving mind. Okay? And these are the askformations. So asking your subconscious, because that's the program that is always running. The subconscious never turns off. And that's why we all try to program it in the middle of the night with subliminals, affirmations, 432 hertz, all of these different things, because that program doesn't click off. Okay? So you could ask yourself during the day, when you're spiraling, when you're having a moment, why does everything always work out for me? Best case scenario. Ask yourself that simple question, and your subconscious will naturally look for every encyclopedia in your history, in your subconscious mind, to prove that to you. Okay, well, they asked me a question. Why does everything always work out for me? Best case scenario. So I'm going to prove to them. Look at what happened here in 1995. Look at what happened here in 2002. Look at what happened here in 2013. This is why everything works out for you. Best case scenario. So you might as well stop throwing a fit. You feel me? But when we're sitting there doing all of the negative questioning, our subconscious is like, yeah, let me prove it to you. Let me prove it to you. So naturally try to question yourselves in a positive way. Now, this video is not sponsored by Parrot, but it is one of the best apps that is free to use for looping your voice. Okay, say you're having a really bad morning, you have a presentation at work you don't want to give, you're just like, this is the morning from hell. Yes, it is. Not today, Satan. You can record your voice on the Parrot app and gas yourself up. Okay, so you could ask yourself 3 questions. Say you don't want to throw your subconscious on a tailspin. You could just say 3 questions, and the Parrot app will repeat it back to you on a loop. You can even add music, you can delete them, you can edit them, whatever, what have you, okay? But it will repeat it to you. So I like to focus on, when I'm doing the askformation part on a loop, I like to keep it really simple, okay? And not vague, but to where a lot can fall under that umbrella of proving me why good things are always happening for me, okay? And maybe there's a prayer that you really like saying, but you can't remember it. You can record this prayer or this affirmation or this askformation, or you can use it for voice notes, whatever you want to do. And yeah. So I think it's available in most countries, but you guys check it out. A lot of my subscribers already use it. We all use this app. It's really easy to use. Like a child could use it. So let's see what else we get for you guys, because we already got best case scenario. You guys are getting it up out of the mud. You are learning where it's time to move on. Okay? You are learning where it's time to move on. There are certain things that you've outgrown. Okay? Certain levels of your purpose. Certain relationships. Certain jobs. You're like, I've outgrown this. Okay? So let me give you guys an example. Let's say you guys always deal with toxic people in a certain industry. Maybe you've been wanting to tap into a different industry. You are seeing where it's time to move on, or it's time to like lessen your time there and start working on this new project. You are rediscovering the new you and realizing that you are a born leader in whichever industry you are in. You guys are going through big changes, big, huge. And these changes are for your betterment. You guys are coming out of murky waters. You guys are realizing that it's just time to move on. You're not a victim, and you refuse to be one, and you refuse to cover up errors for others. You are getting in touch with your body, and you are learning how to release your dreams in ways that you see fit. Okay, let's see. I have one more. You're getting a lot about dragons, animals, fish. Okay. So be an ambassador of peace and practice cosmic mastery. You're going to have a lot of fun as you're redefining yourself, redefining confidence, redefining luxury, redefining the perfect moments in your life. Okay, that would be a really good affirmation. I am redefining the perfect moments in my life. You are seeing like, okay, I'm not going to let my temper rule me. I am a people pleaser in recovery. I am a hothead in recovery. So what I'm going to do is that moment with this person telling them where to go and how to get there, is it going to destroy my peace? Because remember, the way that some of these people flip on a dime is sociopathic. You feel me? Practice cosmic mastery, practice peace. Wish them well, especially if they're not going to own up to any of their stuff anyways. You are learning to be your own personal unicorn. You are learning how to stay open to the magic, the signs, the synchronicities, the blessings, the miracles, and you are bathing in pure love. You are purifying your love, your heart, your life, and you're really happy about it. It's like these new connections that you have in your life are blooming more than you expected. And some of the relationships that you would like put money on wouldn't go anywhere. You're seeing that like the value has shifted, and what you thought you were getting was something amazing, and what it actually is just not that. You're like, okay, well at the time I needed that. So they're a stepping stone. I'm going to wish them well. I'm going to practice peace, cosmic mastery, and I'm going to be on my way. So you're like, I didn't have to torch every bridge. So you guys are really starting to see where you don't have to torch all the bridges, where you can still say hello. But these doors are not open, like they're shut. They can say hello, but they cannot come through the door. You're not leaving it cracked for whoever. Now, remember that as you guys are being attacked by trolls or bullied or harassed, whether it's online or in person, the more you are praying your prayers loud, proud, over and over again. You need to say those things with conviction, with absolute certainty, with absolute conviction. And the more you mean that and it vibrates out to the universe, and God knows your heart. So as you're praying these things, like, you will see it change. And that shows you how mighty your shield is. Okay? That is showing you how mighty your shield is, how divinely favored you are by it going away in a matter of minutes. You guys could literally feel ill. Okay? And thinking like, this is not my energy. This ick that I'm feeling is not mine. And instead of like going around like, whose is this? Whose is this? Whose is this? It must be yours. It must be from you. You are just going to pray with absolute certainty. God always has me. Always. God has my back. I am a protected child of God. You rebuke, cancel, and denounce. And whoever is trying to spy or pry into your life, that is not a good idea. Okay? So may their spiritual eyes be blind. May their spiritual ears be deaf. Okay? Because it's not none of their business. And yeah, it's not like they can stop what is for you. But as you guys are dealing with so many that are coming at you sideways, you got to say that with like, for all the haters in the back to hear. I mean, if you got 30 or 40 people really trying it, I mean, you guys can handle it, but at the same time, like, there's so much over here that you're working on that you're really trying to get these things in order, and they're trying to get your attention. So remember that. They really want your attention right now, and you're going to starve them out. You are a sociopath's worst nightmare. You feel me? All right, you guys. All important links are in the description box. And yeah, don't forget to smash the you know what, hit the bell, duh. It is my birthday week. I'm so excited. And I think that's it. I will talk to you guys in the comments. Don't forget to drop your favorite affirmation and let me know what's going on. Tell me all the tea. Because like I don't feel like this is a normal, regular, schmegular messages. There's not regular. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.